Test, test, 1, 2. Test. 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 Test, test, test. 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 Test.
We're good. So, hey, here's the thing that I've got right here that you can see. So, I'm just flipping it in this book. And when we get to yours, it's going to look like that. Mark them off as you go, because that'll give us enough time. We're good. So, I'll have that turned.
How about those two names at the bottom?
They're already there.
Okay.
You're talking about, it's right there. However you want to word that, but it's those two.
Okay. Perfect.
All right. So, and it'll be turned by the time you're shooting out.
Okay. Here are my glasses. I'm good. Yes, I'm good.
Water. Probably a waterfall, too.
Don't you be going down.
I'm trying. Hey, you got the script right here.
Oh, don't do that.
Yep. I'll sit down now so that they know.
So are they not labeled? Not all labeled. Okay, so we're 10. Thank you. Okay, very good. Thank you.
We're going to the far end. I say.
You're going to say they've completed everything.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We thank you for attending this year's commencement ceremony for the class of 2020. We've been grateful for your continued support and flexibility during these challenging times that have forced us all to sacrifice and become problem solvers. As we celebrate this joyous occasion, our administration asks that you continue to follow the guidance of Governor Abbott and the Texas Education Agency throughout tonight's graduation ceremony. I ask that you remain in your designated sections and family seating areas throughout the ceremony. Please note that families will be dismissed by Dr. Burns by section, one row at a time, at the conclusion of the rose cutting ceremony. Also, to respect all families, as students are acknowledged, I ask that you refrain from using any type of noisemaker or air horns. Again, we thank you for joining us as we showcase our senior class for their effort and dedication during their time with Redwater Independent School District. At this time, we'll have our graduates enter into the seating area. He said, let's go. At this time, I would ask that you please stand as Kay Clark leads us in tonight's invocation.
Please bow your heads for the prayer. Lord, I thank you so much for giving us the opportunity to be here tonight. I thank you for keeping us safe from the virus. It's been a challenge trying to have a normal graduation ceremony, and we had traveled a long road to bring us to this day. Bless us, the graduates, as we embark on a new journey and a new path. I ask that you bless us with patience when life is not going our way. I ask that you bless us with compassion upon seeing someone in need, and I ask that you bless us with humility in the face of success and abundance. Bless the family, friends, teachers, staff, and anybody else who taught us how to become who we are today. After the ceremony, I ask that you guide us in whatever the future has in store for us graduates, and I ask that you keep everyone safe driving home. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Thank you, and please be seated. Allie Walston will now give the welcome address for the class of 2020.
Good evening, family, friends, faculty, Board of Trustees, and fellow graduates. Tonight, we celebrate the Redwater High School class of 2020. On behalf of my fellow graduates, we also celebrate each of you gathered here and watching from home this evening. Your love, guidance, and support help mold us into who we are today, and for that, we are forever grateful. We are especially grateful to Dr. Burns, Mr. Cook, and everyone at Redwater ISD for ensuring we receive a traditional graduation ceremony and for doing everything in their power to make the last couple months of our senior year as special as possible in these uncertain times. The class of 2020 is unique. Brought into the world in the wake of 9/11 and graduating in the midst of a global pandemic, our lives so far have been bookended by catastrophic events, yet we persevere. Among us are National Scholarship recipients, Eagle Scouts, state qualifying journalists, artists, and musicians, college athletes, future teachers, doctors, judges, business owners. Our potential is infinite, and our time at Redwater has prepared us to take full advantage of that potential. Most of us have been together at Redwater since kindergarten, making our classmates and teachers feel more like family. This school is truly our home. As we prepare to leave this home and make our way in the world, we will hold close in our hearts our Redwater family and will endeavor to make you all proud. Thank you.
Thank you, Allie. Again, we appreciate all of the family members who are able to attend tonight's ceremony and everyone who is watching from home. I know our students recognize that they would not be here today without your continued love and support. Also, I'd like to thank all of the volunteers assisting with tonight's ceremony. Students, current and former educators of RISD have been committed to seeing this process through because they are vested in your continued growth. Seniors, please join me in giving your family members and teachers a well-deserved round of applause for the sacrifice and guidance they have provided you over the years. As mentioned by Allie, the senior class has achieved so much during their time with RISD. Members of this graduating class include 2 Terry Scholars, a Heisman Scholar nominee and award winner, Texas State Reserve champion in Ag, Lone Star degree recipients, state recognized UIL, band, color guard, and drumline performers, founders of school organizations such as Future Health Professionals or HOSA, state and regional qualifiers in UIL academics, athletics, band, theater, VACE, robotics, and our agricultural science program. You have completed numerous community service projects through NHS, Key Club, Dragon TV, Student Council, Yearbook, and many other school organizations. The 2020 senior class has been accepted to over 30 colleges and universities nationwide. Members of your graduating class have earned and been offered over 80 scholarships, totaling more than $1.5 million. Many of you will take advantage of these opportunities through your higher education journey. However, others will look to join the workforce immediately as you pursue careers with family members or other business owners. In the end, We know that you will be successful as long as you keep your values and priorities in place. Now I'd like to recognize a few of our graduates who take on one of the highest responsibilities and honors bestowed of members of our great nation. Seniors, please stand if you are enlisted to serve in any United States military branch within the next couple of months. I would also like to ask that all active as well as former servicemen and women please stand and be recognized for your investment and sacrifice for our country. Seniors, you're about to join a special group of selfless individuals. You may be seated. I'm honored to recognize our platform guest. Guests, please stand when I call your name and remain standing. We ask that you hold your applause until all guests have been introduced. Representing the Redwater Independent School Board, Mr. Matt Rosick, Vice President. Mr. Brad Rosick, Vice President. Apologize. Secretary, Mr. TJ Anderson. Trustee, Mr. Rodney Bonner. Trustee, Mr. Gerald McCarty. And Trustee, Brian Strand. Thank you, gentlemen. Representing Redwater Independent School District Administration is Dr. Kelly Burns, Superintendent. Ms. Leanne Corbin, Curriculum Director. Ms. Carol Even, Assistant Principal, Redwater High School. And Ms. Wendy May, Counselor of Redwater High School. Thank you, ladies. We also have many faculty and staff members who have volunteered to assist us today. I'd like them to wave and be recognized. I know that you're out there in the sections, but thank you again for everything that you've done for vesting for these kids. I'm blessed to announce the Redwater High School Top 10 honor graduates. As I call your name, please stand and remain standing until all graduates have been called. Chloe Turner, Nicholas Fernandez, Kay Clark, Matthew Reed, Allie Walston, Isabella Fernandez, Natalie Shoemate, Lucas Huckabee, Creighton Bradford, Megan Parker. Congratulations. Your dedication and perseverance paid off. You may be seated. At this time, I'm honored to introduce the young man who has been the president for organizations such as National Honor Society, Student Council, Class Office, and Spanish National Honor Society. This gentleman has served for organizations and clubs such as the RHS Key Club, Texas Boy State, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Student Health Advisory Committee, and been a member of the Redwater Athletic Program. He has also been a regional qualifier for track and field and earned the Dragon Heart Athletic Award in 2019. He has been fully committed to RHS his entire high school career. This young man has also been awarded a Terry Scholarship to help further his educational journey. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our 2020 senior class salutatorian who will be attending Texas State University in the fall, Nicholas Fernandez.
Thank you. Good evening, family, friends, staff, people in the parking lot, and classmates. I'm Nick Fernandez, Salutatorian of Redwater High School's class of 2020. I would like to start by congratulating everyone in the stands. You made it. You got a golden ticket to be with us tonight. But in all seriousness, to all of you here tonight, we thank you for being here. And for those of you watching from home, we love you and we wish you were here as well. We thank you for all of your endless support and encouragement. It means more than you know. This year, this class, and these students, we are something special, and we owe that to you. As I was thinking about my inspiration for this speech, I looked on the calendar, hoping that today would be something poetic like National Graduation Day or National Success Day. However, that was not the case. Today, May 29th, is actually National Learn About Compost Day. Of all the things we've learned about throughout high school, I don't think compost was one of those. But here's to compost. Here's to us taking the not so good parts of high school and turning into something good. As the class of 2020, it's always been said that our future is clear. However, our senior year has been anything but clear. We started off senior year on a literal construction site, and we ended it at home in the middle of a pandemic. I guess we should have known that having such a cool graduation year would come with a catch. And although there's a virus going around, don't worry about us, because the only thing we've managed to catch is senioritis. Though this year has been tough, our class has managed to persevere. And rather than focusing on what we've lost, I'd like to reflect on what we've gained. Throughout our time at Redwater, we've met some of our favorite people. We've gained knowledge and wisdom, however little that may be. And we've grown as people. That in itself is priceless. So much has changed throughout high school. The trailer park was relocated. The dirt pile in the parking lot has gotten a lot smaller. And don't even get me started on all of the different Wi-Fi passwords. By the way, does anybody know what they changed it to? But change is to be expected. Over the years, I've seen a change in all of my classmates as well. Some of you have gotten a lot taller, Silas. Some have managed to get shorter, Sophie. And some of you have even gotten pretty good looking. Yes, I'm talking about you, Hussein. But there's been more than just a physical change. My classmates have become more confident, more outgoing, more mature, and more themselves. Throughout the changes, though, one thing remains constant. We'll always be there for each other. Yes, we've been through a lot together, and I'm not just talking about the pandemic. It's been worse. Middle school. That's right, I remember all of you dancing with glow sticks to Party Rock Anthem. Then we got to junior high, where things got better. But did they really? Yes, all of the voice cracks, braces, and when the floor was lava. But that's okay, because things would get better in high school. Remember when we were freshmen and we found ourselves frozen in odd positions to the song Black Beatles just to make a video for the mannequin challenge? Or what about sophomore year when we ate spoonfuls of cinnamon only to cough it right back out? Oh, and I try to forget junior year when we couldn't walk down the hallway without hearing sk. And here we are now, seniors, making TikToks any spare chance we get and hitting the whoa 20 times a day. Yes, we've done it all, cringy trend after cringy trend. But hey, at least we did it together. Now, as the Salutatorian, I'm pretty sure it's my job to salute you all. So congratulations for making it this far. You've managed to make it through Miss Pappas' class without your hand falling off from taking so many notes. But seriously, congratulations for hitting this milestone. And congratulations for all of your accomplishments thus far. Congratulations to theater for all of the award-winning productions, and to our band for being state finalists. Congratulations to FCCLA and FFA for all of your amazing achievements, leadership, and showmanship. Congratulations to our athletes for the hundreds of wins throughout high school. And congratulations to all of the other students for everything that you've achieved. Be proud of what you've accomplished. You've earned it, but never settle. I know we're all relieved that high school is finally over, but this is only the end of the beginning. Go start your lives. Be successful. Wherever you go, whatever you do it to the best of your abilities and be the best version of yourself. I promise you'll go far. As we turn our page to the next chapter in our lives, I can't thank you enough for the impact that each and every one of you have made in my life. Thank you for making my high school experience unforgettable. Thank you for helping me find my self-worth and showing me that who I am is enough. Thank you for loving me. And thank you for making this the hardest see you later of my life. I love you all more than I can express. I would like to leave you with a quote from Babe Ruth. I swing with everything I've got. I hit big or I miss big. I like to live as big as I can. With that being said, I wish you all the best in everything that you do. Be happy, have fun, and maybe go learn a thing or two about compost. But most of all, I pray that God will bless you all. Live big, class of 2020. Live big. Thank you.
Thank you, Nick. This next individual has served as a member of the National Honor Society, Student Council, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Key Club, UIL Academics, and Future Health Professionals. She has also been a regional qualifier for the cross country and track programs since her freshman year. She was awarded the Dragon Heart of the Year Award in athletics on 3 separate occasions. She has earned numerous all-state academic honors and was a Heisman Scholarship School winner this past school year. This young lady has an intense focus every time I see her, which is why I believe she has been so successful. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our 2020 senior class valedictorian, who will be attending Texas Tech University in the fall, Chloe Turner.
Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to welcome you all to tonight's ceremony on behalf of the class of 2020. Thank you to the administrative staff for working tirelessly to make this a possibility. Thank you to the teachers for providing us the knowledge we have attained and interrupting their personal life to continue to teach us outside of the classroom. Thank you to parents and families for endlessly encouraging us in attending this ceremony despite the current circumstances. Thank you to those watching at home. I'm sorry you cannot be here with us here in person. Thank you to my classmates for making this year special no matter how common it is. Since this year has been anything but an ordinary school year, I want to start this speech the same way. So we're going to discuss stars. Did you know that the sun is not the largest star in the Milky Way galaxy? Not by a long shot. The largest star is named Canis Majoris. Its radius is estimated at 1,800 to 2,100 times larger than the sun. That means if Earth were the size of a golf ball, Canis Majoris would be the size of Mount Everest. That is 6 miles above sea level, the highest point on Earth, compared to a golf ball. That is 24 laps around this track, straight up in the air. Canis Majoris is so large that 729 trillion Earths would fit inside this star. That is equivalent to covering this great state of Texas in 22 inches deep of golf balls. This star is so big that in a picture the sun cannot be seen, and we cannot make a mark small enough to appropriately size the sun in comparison. Now I want you to picture Earth as the size of a golf ball in comparison to Mount Everest, and try to find yourself on that golf ball. I do not say all of this to make you feel small, insignificant, or irrelevant, but to hopefully help you see that we are all here on purpose, on this golf ball-sized Earth, on purpose, for a purpose. I do not believe that we would exist in a place with creations as awe-inspiring as the stars if there was not a reason. That reason may have been uncovered during our time here at Redwater. High school is 4 years of trying to figure out who you are, how you fit in, and the always pressing question of, what do you want to be when you get older? Some of us can answer all these questions and more. On the other hand, some of us have no idea how to even begin answering. But it's not the end of the world if you cannot answer these questions now. Nowhere in the requirements to graduate does it say we must know exactly who we are, how you fit in, and what your plan in life is. Now, if it does, I might be in trouble because there are some things I still don't know. High school is just a stepping stone to the next part of life. This is not the end of your life or the end of the book. It is the end of a chapter and the origin of a new one. The next chapter holds experiences far richer than the last chapter contained. Attending college, beginning the career of your dreams, starting a family, having kids, purchasing a house, or achieving that list of goals can be part of this next chapter. These past 4 years have taught me lessons that cannot be ignored. And the most impactful lesson was discovering not just what, but how to identify my purpose in life. Your mission in life might should ignite a fire in your belly and excite passions in your words. It should urge you to make a change in society and strive to be a better person. Those of you that have realized your purpose know exactly what I mean. For when you speak, your eyes shine bright with enthusiasm, and your actions are abundant with satisfaction. As for those who have not yet seen this in themselves, do not wait by silently for the whole 5-year plan to hit you in the face. Live loud, dance like no one is watching, love yourself, for maybe along the way you will encounter it. Make the most of the waiting. Do not worry about the timeline of setting a concrete plan, for there is a right time and place for you to discover all that is in the stars for you. Your purpose doesn't need to be earth-shattering or an immense show. It can be simplistic and clear. It also does not require you to please everyone. It is impossible to satisfy everyone. Opinions of others are irrelevant in the journey to finding your purpose. In one of my favorite books, The Alchemist, Paulo Coelho wrote, "If someone isn't what others want them to be, the others become angry." Everyone seems to have a clear idea of how other people should live their lives, but none about his or her own. It is your journey, not theirs. In the waiting period, work on yourself. Constantly improving your mind, body, and soul can lead to happiness. And happiness is a goal we all share and strive to achieve. Surround yourself with people who will stick by your side during this journey and guide you on track to stay on the proper path. I've been fortunate enough in my life to have people that have steered me in the right direction. My teachers for presenting the knowledge and forming a positive atmosphere to learning. My classmates for making senior year the best year, even though it was cut short. My friends for showing me that not everything in life has to be so serious and that life is too short not to have fun. My parents for being amazing role models. They've shown me what walking with Christ looks like, and they've showered me with unconditional love and support. They've helped me see my self-worth and be confident in who I am as a person. My siblings have pushed me to become a role model. Cole and Isabel have been part of some of the most immeasurable moments of my life. They do not view me with preconceived judgments, for they see me for who I am. My family and friends for fulfilling a role of second parents to me and always being there. My grandparents for spoiling me and retelling the greatest hits of everybody's life, and I mean everybody's. My aunt and uncles for loving me no matter how far away we may be. My cousins for being part of some of the greatest memories, and for chatty Rebecca time. The strongest one who's guided me is Jesus Christ. Through him, I've been part of moments that have transcended me, for I've seen actions that are not human nature, heard words that are not from a human's tongue, and felt emotions that are not humanly possible. My faith in Jesus has taught me lessons that only he can teach, and has led me to find my purpose in life, serving others. Most of you here and those of you watching at home have had some type of impact on my life, and I thank you. As we approach this next chapter of our life, there are a few pieces of advice I would like to leave with the class of 2020. Number 1, we all influence someone, but be careful. Someone is always watching, for that influence can be positive or negative. My mom has always told me, be careful of your actions because younger eyes are always watching you. Number 2 is a quote by Kate Ekman. Being okay if it happens and being okay if it doesn't is a very powerful place to be. It is all part of the plan. There is a lesson to be learned in every decision made. Number 3 is from The Alchemist again, in case you can't tell, it's my favorite book. People are capable at any time in their lives of doing what they dream of. It does not matter if you find your purpose in the next 5 minutes or the next 50 years, for you can still achieve it. As we age, plans are customized and dreams are modified. If we are constantly evolving, so will our purpose. All in all, life without purpose is like a book without a plot. It still functions as a book, but it is shallow and unfulfilling. A book with a plot is inspiring and thought-provoking, just as life with purpose is rich and profound. So I implore you, class of 2020, discover your purpose, because when you do, you will be permanently transformed. Thank you.
Thank you, Chloe. Seniors, please stand at this time. Dr. Burns, Board of Trustees, I'm pleased to present to you this graduating class of 2020 for certification. I hereby declare that they have met the requirements for graduation as established by the Texas Education Agency and local school board policy. Seniors, you will now be presented with your diplomas. I ask that all other rows of seniors be seated at this time except for the front row of students on the home side of the track as we issue out these diplomas.
Seniors, I would like to say congratulations and go do great things. Have faith in you. Our first graduate, Nicholas Charles Fernandez. Kay Eslet Clark. Isabella Merritt Fernandez. Lucas Todd Huckabee. Creighton Renolette Bradford. Madison Blue Angel. Sophie Elizabeth Baker. Josie Elise Bickham. Gillian Elizabeth Bobbitt. Morgan Creed Bridwell. Noah Scott Brown. Robert Donovan Brown. Sabrina Dawn Buchanan. Corbin Dale Collier. Michaela Renee Collier. Caitlin Nicole Conway. Samuel Walker Cooper. Silas Pate Cowgill. Bailey McKenna Davis. Courtney Sloan Doss. Samuel Stanford Dyer White. Riley Elizabeth Elliott. Miguel Angel Enriquez. Noah Michael Fernandez. Raiden Scott Green. Julie Ann Harrison. Caleb Austin Hayes. Ashton Brooke Holland. Hussein Mashur Hussein. Willow Lee Agez. Megan Brooke Jackson. Garrett Luke Johnson. Amelia Ann Jones. Benjamin David Kazmarak. Braden Heath Kelly. Abigail Michelle Land. Haley Brooke Latham. Nicholas Ty Long. Braden Cole Lowry. Colin Adam Luckett. Cassandra May McAdams. Kylie Nicole McGahey. Matthew Christian Williams. Landon Messiah McLeod. Josiah, I'm sorry. Aaron Scott Mitchell. Logan Cooper Moncrief. Haley Elizabeth Moore. Dalton Chase Murray. Grayson J.B. Newsom. Albana Macy Witterstatter. First row on the visitor side, if you will now stand. Chloe Elizabeth Turner. Matthew Allen Reed. Allie Ryan Walston. Natalie Claire Shoemate. Megan K. Parker. Augustus Wade McCarty. Abdullah Hussein Insarat. Jayla Corinne Owens. Justice James Lester Owens. Nicholas Brett Parker. Jerry Glenn Petty. Anna Elizabeth Pickering. Cody Ray Proctor. Brianna Elizabeth Redding. Luke Carlton Reed. Alexis Brooke Robinson. Corey Andrew Robinson. Landon Eric Robinson. Kaylee Cheyenne Rollins. Macy Grace Russell. Aaron Todd Smith. Carrington Grace Smith. Tegan Noel Smith. Anna Blair Story. Jeremy Colin Taylor. Montana Nicole Thrillkill. Abigail Grace Waller. Tyler Lee Walraven. Kayleanne May Weber. Caleb Ryan Wells. We would also like to recognize two senior graduates who could not attend tonight's ceremony, Chiago Enrique Grisalt and Lydia Ann Hand. Congratulations, graduates.
Congratulations to the Redwater High School class of 2020. As Nick said, live big. I challenge you to not let this be the biggest achievement of your life, though. And echoing Chloe, discover your purpose in life. Continue to grow and positively influence others along the way. At this time, I would like to ask Matthew Reed to lead us in the benediction.
Please bow your head. Is that one? No. Okay, that's better. Bow your heads, please, if you don't mind. Father God, we come to you and thank you for this opportunity to gather together today to honor the class of 2020. Thank you for bringing us closer together during this virus and troubling times, and I pray that everyone continues to stay safe. I pray that as we go in our own new directions, that you guide us with the same love that kept this community together in times like these. I pray that everyone finds a life of joy and happiness moving forward. May we never forget the kindness and sacrifice from those who have gotten us to where we are. In your name I pray, amen.
Thank you, Matthew. The final phase of our graduation ceremony will be the traditional rose cutting ceremony. I was blessed to take part in this occasion over 20 years ago, and I wanted to ensure that each of our seniors had this opportunity as well. And I know your teachers wanted the same for you. Seniors, you will cut your portion of the ribbon with your individual scissors to symbolize that you are venturing individually into the world, ready to fulfill your purpose. However, the relationships that you have developed over the years will continue, and you will be able to depend on the friends you've made here while at Redwater High School. Families, we ask that you remain seated as the class of 2020 conducts the traditional rose cutting ceremony. Students, each rose is separated by 6 feet of ribbon, and we ask that you maintain that area as you cut your ribbon. Dr. Burns will release all families and students in an orderly fashion at the conclusion of the rose cutting ceremony. Please note that Dr. Burns will release all families by designated sections, 1 row at a time. Families will exit from bottom to top of the bleachers and leave the stadium once their section and row have been called. Students, you will take your rows and obtain your individual packets located near the field house once you are released in an orderly fashion by Dr. Burns. Unfortunately, congregation after ceremony is prohibited, so please continue the celebration of this event at home with your loved ones. At this time, I would like to ask the students sitting on the front row of each side of the track to stand, whichever one's standing now. And I'd ask that the student on the front row closest to the scoreboard area, the football field, lead us as we conduct this traditional rose cutting ceremony. And the second row will soon follow. I want to thank everybody for coming out again, and please share with us as we share in this occasion with these students.
I can't wait to turn 18. She said I'll make my own money and I'll make my own rules. Mama put the car in park out there in front of the school. She kissed her head and said I was just like you. You're gonna miss this. You're gonna want this back. You're gonna wish these days hadn't gone by so fast. These are some good times. So take a good look around.
All I can do is just
20. All right, graduates, you will remain at that end of the stadium as we release. Loving the fireworks. All right, at this time, if you are seated in the handicap section, you may exit. When you exit, please exit all the way out of the stadium. On the visitor side, if you are in section 10 on the track, this first family group, you may exit. Section 1, the first 2 rows, you may exit. Over here on the home side, section 1, first 2 rows, you may exit. Thank you so much for honoring our seniors. Section 10 on the track, at the far end, you may exit. Please mind social distancing as you exit. Section 1 on the home side, top row, you may exit. While we have our guests exiting, I would like to thank Mr. Cook, Miss Even, Miss Wendy May, for all of their hard work putting graduation together. They have worked constantly for about 2 weeks straight, and this may be plan E or F. We're really not sure. It changed so many times, but we are so glad that we are here in the stadium, face to face. All right, visitor side, section 9, first row, you may exit. Section 2, first rows. First row, you may exit. Section 9, top row, you may exit. I would also like to thank our volunteers. We had about 40 staff who volunteered to usher, to take tickets, to set chairs up. Thank you all so much. We could not have done this without our volunteers. Thank you, Team Redwater. Section 2, next rows, please exit. Section 8, first rows, please exit. Whoever is responsible for the fireworks, thank you. All right. Section 8, next rows, you may exit. Section 2, as soon as they get down to the bottom, the top row, you may exit. Section 7, bottom row, you may exit. Visitor side, section 7, bottom row, you may exit.